right, y'all, it's your boy Young Jorge with the Right Destination, and today we are at the Pavilion Mall here in the city center, well, in Bukit Bintang here in Kuala Lumpur, and y'all, it's a celebration. We got the Chinese New Year getting ready to kick off. Everybody's out with their families. It's a beautiful atmosphere, and we're learning how to celebrate. So if there's anything you can teach us or help us learn about the Chinese New Year, please share it in the comment section. Help us be at one with the Chinese New Year and help us celebrate the right way, y'all. It's your boy Young Jorge. Stay tuned. From my family to yours, blessings. All right, y'all, I must say, the Chinese New Year here in Kuala Lumpur is definitely a vibe. Now today we are in Bukit Bintang at the Pavilion Mall, which is one of the most exclusive and high-end malls here in the city. Now, as you can tell, they spared no expense in their immaculate decorations for the holiday season. Now, one of the most interesting things we saw there was the breakdown of how they build the lions for the lion dances. We have recently been in the city checking out different performances, and so it was just so cool to see behind the scenes of how they actually build these lions. They also had a few interactive things. As you can see, my daughter found a friend and was over there beating on the drum. But it was definitely family oriented. There was different things to do, plenty of food to eat, and just an overall great experience. So if you're looking for something to get into this holiday season, we highly recommend the Bukit Bintang area. Now afterwards we hung out, we hit Damascus, that's a little shawarma place over there, and kind of just hung out and did some people watching. But definitely a high traffic area, and you know, someplace you have to stop when you come to the city.
So typically during a lion dance, you'll see that the lion will actually eat some lettuce or some mandarin oranges, even a pineapple sometimes. So throughout the performance, it'll eat the food and then spit it out onto the audience. And if you do happen to catch it or be showered in the food ingredient, it means you'll have good luck in the new year. Red envelopes are typically stuffed with money and given to children by the elders throughout the Chinese New Year. Just make sure you don't put 4, 40, or 400 in these. It won't bring good luck into the new year.
Now, over the past couple of weeks, we've had the pleasure of seeing many different performances in preparation for the Chinese New Year. This lion dance is something that I have seen on TV before, but have never had the pleasure of seeing it up close and personal. Now, you could tell the young men who were putting on the performance were locked in. Even before the show, they were stretching, going over their routine, making sure that their head was in the right space to get everything just right. Everything was so detailed and spot on, and as you can see, they're about 8 to 10 feet up in the air, doing all these different moves in sync with each other. There's 2 people, one in the front, one in the back. I can't imagine how much preparation and detail goes into these performances. Now, one of the other performances that really stood out to me that I didn't even know existed was the changing face performance. Now, this is probably the coolest thing I think I have ever seen, you guys. These performers graced the stage, they danced around, they did their moves, and then right in the middle of their performance, they would swap their masks in an instant. I don't even know how they do this, you guys. If you watch here, they're doing their dance, they're doing their thing, and then the next thing you know, they've switched their mask on their face. Now, I know it's 2025 and there's a lot of technology and things out there these days, but this is an ancient form of dance, and I will tell you, it was just amazing to see. If I would have seen this as a kid, I think I would want to be a changing face dancer myself. finished up with the Abundance of Prosperity dance, which is local young ladies out there doing their thing, y'all. And it was just good to see them out there representing for their culture, for their people, and it was just overall a great time for all the families in attendance. We highly recommend checking out some of the performances for the Chinese New Year. This brings us to a story of ancient China, where the children were waking up in the middle of the night terrified because they were being scared by a demon. The parents were trying to figure out what they could do to help their children, and they didn't really know what was going on. So one of the parents gave their children 8 coins and told them to make sure you don't fall asleep tonight and use these coins to stay up all night. Needless to say, you know how children are. They hard-headed and they play hard. The child fell asleep. But lo and behold, while the child was sleeping, the demon came, and the 8 coins produced a shimmering light that scared off the demon. Now that story leads us to modern day times where gifts are given around the holidays, and one of the most important things that are given to children are red envelopes full of cash, y'all, to keep the demons away. And it also promotes prosperity and just good health in general towards the new year. Now just remember, these red envelopes are typically filled with money, but never give denominations of 4, okay? You might as well be the demon yourself if you're giving denominations of 4. But make sure you give something to your children, and just so you know, since we learned this story, we're gonna make sure that on the Chinese New Year, we gift our children a nice red envelope with some cash in it to keep those demons away in the new year. So blessings from my family to yours. It's your boy Young Jorge with the Right Destination. One love. So the Chinese New Year is about to start in 1 week, and this is obviously our first Chinese New Year. So we're looking to everyone in Kuala Lumpur to give us suggestions of where to go, what to do, and the things that we cannot miss. Any suggestions are really appreciated.
Light on location, and now we want to share it with you. We have a gift, money spent. Even if you want to pitch a tent, no need to grumble, no food to waste, especially if you have expensive taste. The right destination, shedding light on location, and now we want to share it with you. The right destination, traveling from our point of view, shedding light on location, searching for something to do. The right destination, shed.